Beautiful people open their mouths and smell like weird lunch. Use the sequel. Open their bodies and let somebody. On each day, I feel like giving up. I pray you find a reason to hold on. Even one thing that can make you smile is a prayer answered, this I know. For each day you've lived is all by grace. So I know that grace still holds you here.
Two of my dogs have different walking preferences. I don't know. Jerry likes to go ahead. Harry likes to stay behind. This is all very confusing for me.
Oh, I thank God that you're in my life. You bring just the right amount of sass and loving words. Oh, I couldn't find a friend who's just like you. 'Cause you're wonderfully made as the only you. On the days it's hard to leave your bed, know that we still love you just the same. Every heavy weight you've carried here, is it too much for us to receive? Oh, I thank God that you're in my life. The depth of love we have for you, you might never know. Every day I get to spend with you is true. There's no doubt my life is better 'cause you're here with me. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're here.
Good morning. There's my cat again. She's currently obsessed with this little spot here. This was intended for her to use like a few months ago because she used to be obsessed with my chair, and now she's obsessed with this chair, and this is what I wanted. So I'm gonna go downstairs and I think I'm gonna make myself some breakfast. I don't usually have breakfast, but I'm like feeling hungry right now. to the dentist later, so I'm just gonna have like a light lunch because I had breakfast. I'm gonna walk over, then it takes like 15 minutes to walk. So I'm gonna leave around 12:30ish. Right now it's 11:20. So I've got like an hour. I'll go downstairs. Morning. Welcome back to my studio. I'm not painting today. I might paint at night, but not right now. It's, what's it called? Carbonated water. I love carbonated water. I'm gonna sew today. But before I do that, I'm just gonna actually work on my laptop for a little bit and answer some emails and all that. I actually wanted to talk a little bit about this painting because it's another self-portrait, yes. I thought I hated self-portraits, but I think I'm starting to get a hang of it and realize why artists do self-portraits so much. It's just a lot easier to do self-portraits. It's because you know your face so well, and it's actually quite interesting to add yourself into the painting and create context that only you can understand. For this painting, I wanted to sort of hide behind a pattern that I created, and this pattern is actually sort of incorporating both of my cultural and sort of my upbringing as well. And my mom is a designer and my mom has a lot of textile, and I grew up with my mom crafting, and I always had this dilemma that
I am more of a crafter and less like an artist. And I really hesitantly applied for art school. My mom actually convinced me to go to art school. I was lucky enough for my parents to even support me. And I know a lot of Asian parents don't, but because my mom was a creative person, or is a creative person, she supported me to go to art school. But I was really hesitant to apply or even to attend. I wasn't actually quite happy to go to art school, to be honest. I wanted to go to somewhere that I feel more comfortable with, like fashion design or photography or communication design, or anything that was more of a industry that had production and that was a bit more crafty, because I thought I didn't deserve to go to art school because I didn't paint, I didn't draw, maybe a few sketches, but I was never really a visual artist. And I always hid behind this mask of, or this idea of craft and art is completely different. And it really isn't. It's really depends on what you make. And I wanted to really incorporate both in my background. I kind of wanted to resonate with that and sort of mix my own culture into an Art Nouveau style. So these flowers are actually Korean or Asian traditional ways of drawing flowers, and I incorporated that illustrative style with the Art Nouveau designs. And I think this design and this sort of meaning that I've created on my own really holds something more than just a portrait to me, because it talks about my cultural upbringing and also maybe others. And I've struggled with my identity as a kid and as a teenager, like all the other Asian immigrants or any of the minority races. And to me, for the longest time as a kid, I didn't understand why, but I really wanted to be white. I know this is kind of like getting really in the touchy side of my personal history, I could say, but for me, I really wanted to hide and become white, and I really wanted to be part of that whole cult of being the mainstream identity of being white, and that being white is probably the only and the best way to live in the suburbs of America. Yeah, I had a pretty dark history, you could say, but that's how I felt as a kid. But at the moment, I kind of embraced both of my culture of not being fully Asian enough or being Korean enough in one side, and not being fully or just white enough to embrace me as who I am. But for me, I don't care about what others think. It's about me. I fully understand who I am now, and I really want to embrace both of my culture and both of my identity as an Asian American.
Yeah, I'm done painting for today. So I think I'm gonna end the vlog like this week. Thank you for watching this week's video. I'll see you guys on the next one. Hopefully next week I'll do a bit more painting, have a bit of an interesting life other than staying home, but I hope you guys like this video. I'll see you guys on the next one. Goodbye, and I'll see you guys soon.
이 노래가 혹시 너에게 방해가 될까봐 나는 조심하는 중이야. 될까봐 나는 조심하는 중이야. 내 어릴 적 꿈과